Hello, my fiery friends. Welcome to another Fiery Fun stream. I am your host, the Infernoman, and I hope you're having a wonderful day wherever you are at. So, just FYI right now, this is sadly not the streamer event because for some reason, Wizards still continues to ignore our Fiery Fun streams. Not a big deal, however, because of course, I have a super fun deck for you all to enjoy today. What exactly are we going to be playing, you may be wondering? Well, I'm glad you asked. So, without further ado, let's go ahead, let's jump into it and show you what we got. All right, give me a second here to adjust myself. There we go. Awesome. Yay. Great. So, I've been on a bit of a, I guess you could say, a bit of a binge when it comes to burn decks. I mean, of course, if you've seen my channel, if you've seen my streams enough, I love burn decks. Honestly, burn decks are honestly my most favorite way to play Magic. So, we saw earlier this week, or I guess I should say, what was it? Yeah, a couple days ago, I did put out our latest deck tech, which is a super duper budget burn deck. And I figured today, you know what? I'm feeling pretty hot right now. So let's go ahead. Let's make another burn deck, but we'll build it for standard. Oh, hey, Dan Splendid. Again, welcome again, my fiery friend. Thank you again for joining us as always. So without further ado, we're going to show you today our deck, which is simply called Bunny Burn. So as always, just like how we do it for any one of our other streams, most likely we're going to go over the stats again. We'll explain to you what the game plan is for the deck. And again, we'll do as many matches as we can in best of one. We'll jump to best of three later on in the stream. And as always, we'll do a quick little wrap to figure out was the deck good, bad, whatever, my own initial thoughts. And then finally, of course, we'll give you a quick preview if you stick around to the very end of the stream to show you what we got cooking for the future. Now, let's go ahead, let's talk about this deck in depth right now. So, longtime viewers of the channel know how we do it. We have to talk about the stats of the deck before we dive right in. So, Bunny Burn today is a Boros deck, which is primarily actually white with a splash of red. You're looking at an average mana curve of about 2.3. We have 23 creatures in the deck, 2 sorceries, 4 artifacts, 12 enchantments, and 23 lands. So, I'm sure many of you are already well aware of what Heir Apparent does, so we'll talk about this card just briefly right now just because we got to get it out of the way. Heir Apparent from MTG Foundations is a 2-mana 2/2 Rabbit Noble, and it says, when the creature enters, you create a number of 1/1 rabbit creature tokens equal to the number of other creatures you control named Heir Apparent. And of course, the kicker with this card is, a deck can have any number of cards named Heir Apparent. So, that's basically what we're trying to do is, we're just trying to get out a bunch of these rabbits onto the battlefield and just kind of overwhelm our opponent. However, well, of course, we've seen this deck played many times if you played through standard, and some of you, of course, probably don't like it. But I wanted to kind of spice it up a little bit here, and I thought, is there any way we can kind of do something else with those rabbits? So that's what we're going to do now. Desmond, oh, well, my phone is still repaired till Friday. Oh, sorry to hear that, my man. Hopefully, again, it'll get fixed soon. We'll probably see what we can do on Friday for you to see what's going on. But don't worry. If not now, in the future, later this month, we'll definitely have a stream, an event where you can then take me on if you want to. But don't worry, that is coming. That is coming. Hopefully, again, it'll come back to you quick, though. Now, going back again to our deck tech here, as I was mentioning, the question we need to ask ourselves is, what else can we do with Heir Apparent besides just flood the board with a bunch of tokens? So, that's where our another key piece is going to come in today, Impact Tremors. I absolutely love this card, and I love what it does. For those that don't know, Impact Tremors is just a simple 2-mana enchantment that reads, whenever a creature we control enters, this enchantment will deal 1 damage to each opponent. So, as you may have figured out today, we're going to try to swamp our board with a bunch of rabbits, and then just burn out our opponent with all those triggers that we get from all those bunnies. Hence the 4th Bunny Burn. Hopefully, again, this will work out today. But of course, we're going to need a little extra support besides our rabbits. So as you can see, we have 16 Heir Apparents, but we will need a little extra support to ensure we can still get the game plan off. So, with all of the tokens we're going to make, we will definitely need Caretaker's Talent today, because with this class enchantment here, whenever 1 or more tokens we control enters, we get to draw a card. Granted, it only triggers off once, but that's all we need to just keep the chain going. If we could just bump it up to even, again, a little bit extra power, that's just a sweet little bonus on top of what we're doing. Enduring Innocence is going to provide a little extra support here. It's a Sheep Glimmer. It's an enchantment creature. It's a 2/1. It has lifelink for us. But same thing, since all of our rabbits are going to be either 2/2s or 1/1s, we'll just, of course, trigger this off at least once each turn to, again, just provide us with more card draw as we keep churning through our deck. However, we do need to have some backup plans in case if anything kind of falls apart with this, because let's be real, the biggest weakness, of course, of the deck that I'm just going to acknowledge now is we're going to have a lot of rabbits out, but if our opponent wraths us, we are in a bad spot. So we do need to be a little bit aggro whenever the need calls for it. So Immodane's Recruiter is going to be our other option here. Immodane's Recruiter allows us to either create some night creature tokens for 5 5 mana, or for 3 mana, we can just make all of our creatures get +1/+0 and haste until end of turn. So we can get super aggro if we need to just finish off our opponent very quickly if the need arises. However, we can also provide another alternate way. This is also the more fun way, by the way. So, in case of our board does get blown up a bunch of times, but say like we have the Impact Tremors out, with 4 mana, we can also play Raise the Past here from MTG Foundation. So, we return all creature cards with a mana value of 2 or less from our graveyard to the battlefield. So, imagine, if you will, we're just going to bring back all of our rabbits and then just ping off our opponent, and we could finish them off very quickly with this game plan as well. We do have a light amount of spot removal since we have a ton of tokens to work with here. So we're going to work with Duskrose Reliquary in the main deck. So it's a 1 mana artifact that simply reads that you do have to sacrifice 1 artifact or creature to use it. However, once it enters, you can exile the target artifact or creature an opponent controls until the Reliquary leaves the battlefield. It also has built-in Ward 2, so it does protect itself from any kind of removal for it. So that's great for our game plan. So again, as a reminder, this is a non-budget build, so we're going to try to go as optimized as possible in the main board here. So that means 10 planes. We have Battlefield Forge, Elegant Parlor, and Inspiring Vantage as our dual lands. We have a single Fountain Port here because we do have a ton of tokens, so we can sometimes sacrifice them for extra card draw if we need to in a pinch. Maybe we can make a token itself with a blue fish by paying 1 life, or if we really are kind of pinched on stuff, we can also create some treasure tokens, again, if we absolutely need to. For the sideboard for later today, when we do play in best of 3, we're going to be rocking, of course, Hinterland Sanctifier. If we want to be a bit more of a traditional rabbit build, we can then bring this in to stabilize ourselves with a ton of life. If we just want to go a little bit more towards just being aggro, we can also use Case of the Gateway Express here, and then just ping at our opponent. It is spot removal, and it is also an Anthem effect. Requisition Rate is going to be our artifact and enchantment hate for us. It has the spree mechanic, and also if we need to, we can also utilize it to put a +1/+1 counter on each creature we control, just again give us a little bit more pump and push ourselves through some extra damage. Calamity's Wake is going to be our graveyard hate for us. It also prevents our opponent from casting non-creature spells for a turn, so it does help us to kind of stabilize and protect ourselves just for a little bit. Exercise here is going to be additional artifact and enchantment hate, and also ideally we want this just to get rid of creatures with a power of 4 or greater, so big stuff out there just gets out of the way. And then finally, to round out our whole package here, Boros Charm. Technically it is considered a burn spell, but we can also utilize it to give our entire game board protection with indestructible until end of turn, or give at least one of our creatures double strike. So whatever we need, it's flexible in that way. But otherwise, that's the whole game plan for you, everybody. Hopefully again we'll then have some fun with this deck. And again, unfortunately, I do apologize. We're trying to hopefully get this round. Maybe Wizards would give us a key to then utilize it for a streamer event, but didn't quite pan out. Hopefully, again, we'll try again for Tarkir in a couple months. So fingers crossed, everybody. I would love to do at least one of these streamer events this year. Hopefully, again, Watsy Senpai will notice us. But otherwise, if you did like the game plan right here, let's show you exactly how well it does. So we're going to jump into some standard ranked, and let's see how well the deck does. So now that I got the whole game plan out of the way, now that I explained everything, let me know how you all doing today, everybody. Again, hopefully you're having a wonderful day wherever you are at. So with that, let's go ahead, let's jump into it now. And let's see. Bring it on, opponent. Show me what you got. All right, so with that, we've got Hair Appearance. Great. We have 2 planes, Caretaker's Talent for later, and Enduring Innocence. We do have also the Impact Tremors. We will need, of course, to get 1 more land to get this going, but we have pretty much everything we need to start doing our thing. All right, opponent's got a Mountain, Heartfire Hero. All right, so it's going to be the deck that we've all seen many times before, which is going to be the Mouse Boros aggro build. All right, but can we outrace our opponent here? We'll see. Okay, they swing. All right. Opponents. Planes, and then we will play our Impact Tremors now. We will have to ping ourselves for 1, which is going to be a little annoying, but that's okay. We'll make it work. Opponents. There we go. Okay, great. So after this, we'll probably put down Enduring Innocence just so we make sure we can kind of stabilize ourselves just a smidge, at least until our opponent puts down their Screaming Nemesis. So we're already looking a little scary here, but that's okay, everybody. We're going to find a way around this. Enduring Innocence. Ping our opponent for 1. Okay, so opponent definitely has now everything they want, but let's see if we can try to find a way to get around them still. Dense Splinnet, doing fine. Still wish I got my phone back because it has important notes that I should have exported. Ooh, ugh. Well, hopefully, again, you'll get that soon. I mean, it's only like, what, 2 days away now? So it shouldn't be too much longer, right? Okay, Burst Lightning. Opponent takes out our Enduring Innocence. Comes back, of course, as an enchantment. But we are going to take a big hit here. Ouch. Okay. So, we need to find a way now to finally start doing our thing. So, Heir Apparent. So we're getting our pings in. So you got to see, again, the game plan does work. But against super aggro decks, we kind of might have a bit of a trouble here. But we're going to try. Okay, so we have our opponent at 16. But we now need to just awkwardly just kind of hold off here for more damage. Lightning Strike. Or they might have the Bird in hand. If they have the Bird in hand, we are done. Yeah. Alright. Well, we tried, everybody. Not a big deal again. It's just the first match, but we are going to still try to find a way around things. So it honestly doesn't really matter how we block because our opponent has us dead. Okay. I mean, we're not dead, but you kind of get the idea. Well, actually, hold on. No. We took out the Screaming Nemesis. Wait, no. Never mind. I don't know why I was thinking, like, wait, we're alive, but we're not. Never mind. It's all good, everybody. Alright, well, we'll get him now. We'll get him next time. Yep. Got wrecked. No big deal, everybody. That's okay. It's just the first game. We still have plenty of time to just rally back. Alright. Just going to keep on jumping into it. I don't expect us to rank up, but if we get any rank up, that will be great for us. But anyway, while we're doing this, let me know your comments still on what you want to see coming up for Ether Drift. I will have up on my YouTube channel later today, I have a poll that's going to go up. So I would like for all of you to join in and vote to see what you would like to see me stream next week on Wednesday. Because that's going to be our streams we're going to be definitely planning out to see what we can do with whatever deck you guys want to see. They have some really sweet ideas for us. I mean, I have like, just to kind of give a little preview here, I'm thinking of either maybe like robots. Robots look like they're fun. A little simple though, but I will try to see if I can make it work. We also are going to try to do, of course, the speed deck. I don't know how that's going to go. I mean, the speed mechanic looks kind of clunky, but we're going to try to make it work in standard. As far as other formats, I also have a really cool idea for vehicles for Brawl, and also we have a combo deck that I would like to do in Timeless, but it all depends on, again, what you guys would like to see. Anything that we don't vote for, don't worry. I do have ideas for still trying to make videos for those in the future. All right, Mountain, Bolt Wave. Looks like it's probably going to be just an aggro game plan all day today, but we'll see if we can try to get around it. Heir Apparent. No rabbits yet. But if we can get another land, Enduring Innocence will be great here. Okay, Razorkin Needlehead. All right, Plains. We get pinged. Enduring Innocence. So one kind of cute thing we can do is, well, we can get some aggro damage in now. What we can do with Enduring Innocence is we'll get a little bit to stabilize. We can sacrifice the Duskrose Reliquary to get rid of that Razorkin Needlehead. Oh, what did you miss? Nothing really. I was just kind of I mean, we kind of got our first loss, but not a big deal, Densplinit. We're also looking at trying to figure out what we can do for the stream next week. So that's mostly where I'm at. Swing in here. Opponents. They let it go. All right, that's fine. We will play Heir Apparent. Spell Stutter. Okay, that's annoying. Not a big deal, though. So here's how we do this. We will sacrifice Enduring Innocence. Comes back. Get rid of the Razorkin. Okay, so we're stable for now, which is great. But let's see if we can just hang in there just a little bit longer. If we can get some more Heir Apparents off, we should be fine. Ren's Resolve. Oh, okay. So they do have a Brotherhood's End, which is going to be a little scary for us. But not a big deal. It is a little worrying, but we do have ways of still building up what we got. We're just going to have to bait our opponent into it, though. Draw another card. Okay, Enduring Innocence number 2. That's fine. Down to 10. So I'm guessing our opponent's going to have to Wrath here. Okay. Spiral Bluff Canal. There's the Brotherhood's End. Ooh, they actually got rid of their Razorkin. Wow. That was not what I was expecting, but okay. I guess that's fine. So how do we do this here? I guess Duskrose Reliquary again. Sacrifice a bunny. Sorry, opponent. I know you rely on that card, but we rely on our rabbits to get the win here. Surprisingly, we're close to winning, but we didn't really go off with this deck. Brotherhood's in. Wow. They're really wasting them on that Razor. Wow. Do they not have anything else? I guess it's fine. So, how do we do this here? You know what? We'll play Enduring Innocence. At least we can get some card draw off of that. Unless if they have another counter. Do you have a counter, opponent? Would not be surprising if you did. Clock's ticking, opponents. Maybe? Something? Anything. Don't leave me hanging. Well, while our opponent is trying to figure out what's the best strategy here, I guess what was it? That was a question I was going to ask. So apparently, in another week or two, we are going to get our first early peek of the Final Fantasy set, which is a little early. Not what I was expecting, but apparently that's going to be a thing. So let me know, what are your thoughts on that coming up? Gotta swing here. Opponent, you have to block. There's no way you're going to let... Okay, there we go. I really didn't think they were going to just let it go there, but okay. Oh, that's what they were trying to do. Alright, well, once again lost. That's annoying. Jeez. I was not expecting that. Okay. Fair enough, opponents. We somehow will find a way around this, everybody. Don't worry. I'm not the worst Magic player in the world. Or maybe I am. I don't know. You tell me. What was your worst match, everybody? Let me know. Does anybody want to share their match that they felt like was the absolute worst they ever played? Alright. It's okay. We're shaking it off. Still feeling positive. Because we got this, everybody. Alright, opponent. Show me what you got. So we'll keep this hand. It's a little heavy, but we do have some Surveil lands, so that should hopefully filter out our draws here. So, Elegant Parlor. We don't need another Plains, that's for sure. Get rid of that. Alright. Plains. Up the Beanstalk. Okay, so our opponent's probably going to be playing the Overlords in a little bit. We'll see how that goes. Okay, Impact Tremors. Opponent. This might be the game where it might help us to benefit from building up our stuff, but we'll see. Okay, Cavern of Souls. I don't really care about that because we'll just hopefully do our thing. Okay, Overlord. Okay. Not very good to see because they are going to ramp up for days very quickly here, but we'll see if we can try to find a way around that. Fountain Ports. We'll play Caretaker's Talent. Might as well use the turns now to kind of build up our game plan so we can just start going off more quicker. Right. Floodform Verge. Den Splendid. Also on the new cards, that new Orzhov Guard works with any type of exile, and that includes flicker effects too. Yes, it does. I'm kind of already... I didn't put that in the poll, but that's because I'm going to need more time to figure out how I want to build that one. But there's definitely something I want to build, probably for Brawl for that one. So stay tuned on that one. That is something that I know is definitely on my radar. Thanks for pointing that one out, Den Splendid. Overlord of the Flood Pits. Okay. Alright, well, the Overlords are coming. So we will have to try to move as fast as possible here to try to find a way around this. Still can't believe that. A simple little Beanstalk right here completely triggers off these cards. God, so annoying. It's fine. It's fine. As long as we can slowly get off our game plan here for some card draw, we should be good to go. Meanwhile, our opponent is still taking time to think about stuff. Anytime now, opponents. Anytime now. Just let the tumbleweeds go by. Okay. Something. Okay, there we go. Alright, there we go. Our turn again. So with that, we will play Enduring Innocence. Ping our opponent for 1. We will play Elegant Parlor. Surveil. Still getting a lot of lands. Come on, deck. Don't do this to me now. Okay. Another land for our opponents. Opponent's got a full hand. Not sure what else they're going to wait to play because they have more than enough mana to do their thing. But hopefully, we just need 1 or 2 cards to go off. Just 1 or 2 creatures, and we should be able to go off here no problem. Come on, deck. Okay, so they're playing it for full price. Oh, actually, hold on. They're actually waiting. Interesting. Okay. What? Okay. Okay, they're super ramping here. Again, still scary. But I still think we can get there, everybody. Okay, that's our first heir apparent, thankfully. So let's do it this way. Let us... Elegant Parlor. Okay. We don't need another land. Okay. Let's dump there. Heir apparent. Finally get some card draw off and some pings. Come on, deck. Help me out here. Oh, jeez. All right. I guess we really are going to do this the hard way, huh? Okay. Down to 16, we're up to 22. Pass. Come on, deck. You have 16 heir apparents in this deck. There has to be at least one to grab. Dense Planet. Now that I have been playing the Plenty of Rooms deck, the best colors are Grixis. You get to use Annex and Furnace Room and a better sideboard option as well. Well, good to know. I know at some point I do want to still play the actual... I do want to try to play the 5-color room commander for that in Brawl. Okay. Ugh, our deck has not been helping us out at all here. I mean, I can do block right here of 1. Just to sponge a hit. Not what I wanted to do, but we don't really have a choice there. Okay, heir apparent again. So let's see. Come on, deck. Show me some love. Draw a card. Oh, jeez, another land. Come on. I can't believe that. We're still not quite where we want to be at. So here's how we do it. Okay. Enduring Innocence. Ping our opponents. We will sacrifice 1 Enduring Innocence. We then take out Zur. Turns off all of them. No attacks. Okay. Wait, are we dead? We're not dead, but we're... I don't think we're going to survive this one. Wow, our deck is not pulling it off our wins today. I mean, in testing, of course, as always, the deck sounds good, but it's just not working right now. Okay. It's okay, everybody. Not a big deal. We're going to just hang in there as best we can. They're making all the lands in the world, drawing all the cards. Ugh. It's okay, though. Not a big deal. Okay, blocking here again. We will block and block. Okay, same thing. We will try to find a way to get around this. Hopefully, maybe. Elspeth Smite. Oh, you blew up my sheep. Okay, down to 2. Is there any way out of this? At all? Another heir apparent right when the timing was so bad for this. Okay. Come on, deck. Can I at least do a little bit of something? Maybe? Ping, ping, ping. We do get to do some card draw. Wow. Absolutely terrible. That made us look super clunky. I can't believe that. We... Dang. Rough crowd right now. It's fine. We still haven't really lost any rank, so we're going to still try to see if we can rally back from this. No big deal, everybody. I'm still feeling positive. You got to maintain the positivity when it comes to like your losses. Yes, it is frustrating to see ourselves lose this much, but you can't give up. All right, so we're just shaking off one more time, and we're going to try to jump into another one. Let's see how well we can do this time around. I feel it. This has got to be the one, everybody. We're going to get our win this time, because this time, beat down our opponent.
It's time to do.
Okay, so 2 lands, a heir apparent, and a caretaker's talent. We have some impact tremors, so we'll keep this. Surveil. Okay, so we did get a land, which is good. We want that. All right, opponent. Show me what you got. Ooh, they think they got us with the Authority of the Councils. Well, it's okay. Authority of the Councils is very annoying, but it is doable to get around. It's actually not impossible. Because the good news is, we do have 2 impact tremors. So that actually kind of overrides the Authority to a degree. Okay, Inspiring Vantage, which is great. Impact tremors number 2. Okay, so we have now a way to get around the authority. Oh. Come on, opponent. Really? You actually had that? Okay. Not the worst, but that's okay. Caretaker's talent. Alright, so they went with mono white for their build, but that's okay. We still have a way around it. Tick up. Make one of our map tokens again. We can draw a card. Okay, so we got 2 Heir Apparents. So, game plan now is we're going to see if we can try to find a way around this. Overlord of the Mistmoors. Okay. Not a big deal. We still have a way around this. Caretaker's talent number 2. So let's see. Do it this way. We will play... Actually, hold on. Let's take it up. Make another token. This gets us 2 cards. Might as well get our card draw in now. Okay, so there's our Enduring Innocence, which is great. So if we can get at least another Impact Tremors, I think we have a way to get around that Authority of the Consoles. Oh, come on. Really? Okay, sorry. Had to get that all out there. I can't believe that. They actually had 2 Authority of the Consoles. Okay. Is there a way around this? We're going to try. We will try. Battlefield Forge. Enduring Innocence. We need to get to that Impact Tremors number 2 just to even get close to surviving this. Heir Apparent. Ping ourselves. Okay, they are going to get a ton of life gain. Ugh, we don't have in the main deck any way of dealing with artifacts. So let's see. Okay, this won't take care of the artifacts, so best thing we can do now is put that on the Enduring Innocence. Okay, so we did get another Heir Apparent. But I don't know if we can fight our way through 2 Authority of the Consoles. That's really tough for us to do in the main deck. We will try, though. Get Lost is such a good card. Maybe a Power Crept Faithful Absence, but it's really good removal. It really is. And it's unfortunately kind of raining on our parade to a degree. Okay. We can't fight through 3 of them. We honestly just can't do it. Wow, we got wasted on that one. Dang. 1 Authority of the Consoles I thought we can get through, but not 3. I couldn't believe that! Okay. Alright, just getting my rage out there, everybody, because the game right now is just trolling us really hard. Wow. Well, again, the only downside of us going and splashing into another color is although we technically have access to the same stuff our opponent does, we are going in that direction of just sponging stuff until we can get to what we need. Instead, our game plan is, again, we're just trying to burn out our opponent here, but it's not working out too well for us. I still believe in the deck, though. It is capable of getting wins, but we're going to try again. All right, show me what you got, opponents.
Time to do.
Really? Really? Jeez. All right. All right, all right. We're going to still try to find a way around this, everybody. Authority of the Consoles. Wow. I swear there's a conspiracy against us right now to just slow us down completely. Because I can't believe that we're getting these kinds of matchups. There's really nothing else right now in Standard except these decks. Oh, jeez. Okay. And then pass here. Okay. So, I think our best bet right now is we will try to see if maybe if we get a 4th land drop, and then hopefully we just get around the rest of this game plan here. Yeah, because it feels like it does feel like the game is going against us now. I feel like there's some kind of conspiracy against me. But again, I don't want to believe in that kind of stuff. But it does feel that way today. Okay, so Enduring Innocence. We get pinged, but we also ping our opponent. We will sacrifice that Enduring Innocence. And then this way we can get rid of Arabo. Swing. We have to find a way to keep him in check. Down to 19. That's okay, though. We can still do this. I'm not giving up this time. Oh, okay. Never mind. Okay, well, there goes our card draw, but that's okay. Down to 15, down to 13. Okay, Elegant Parlor. So let's do this. We don't need another planes. Throw that out. Heir Apparent number 2. Okay. Lots of gains, but lots of pings, so this could still go either way. Swing. Obviously, they're not going to block with their kitty cat. Down to 17. Okay. Okay, as long as they don't put down another Authority of the Consuls, we should be okay to just keep in there just a little bit longer, hopefully. Wow, opponents are playing Disenchant in the main deck? That's an interesting one. Okay, so with that, we will sacrifice a token. I don't want to do this, but we need to get card draw going. Otherwise, we can't not get off what we need. Okay, Raise the Pass is not the worst, but that's still not quite what we want just yet. No attacks. Pass. Okay. Alright. Soulstone Sanctuary coming alive. Opponent is now going to swing. Soulstone Sanctuary is actually an interesting creature land. Because it stays as a creature, but you can turn it on at instant speed. So that's actually a really interesting one for me. Okay, so let's see. We'll do it this way. Heir Apparent, number 3. Come on, deck. I believe in you. Don't fail me now. Cancel it. For my worst match I played, I was playing rooms and getting milled to oblivion, and it was lands. I needed to win. And then somehow still I got to win through the Promising Stairs win con. I mean, definitely rooms at least have a decent win con built in, which is not hard to get to. But, yeah, I honestly hate when that happens. You know, you just get milled out of the one thing you need. Okay, Duskrose Reliquary. We will sacrifice one of our bunnies. What we're going to do is we're going to have to turn off the Sky Hunter. I don't want to do that, but that's the only thing we just cannot deal with in the main deck. No attacks. And we pass. Alright, so if we have to... Alright, they turn on their other one. Man, maybe I should have packed a Wrath instead. Okay, let's see. How do we do this here? We don't really have a choice, so we block with 1. Or maybe we should do both. I don't know. Sacrifice another bunny. Come on, deck. Come on. Okay, another Heir Apparent I guess is not bad. Okay, down to 3. So. Heir Apparent again. Alright. Well, we are slowly getting some progress going, but we're still not where we want to be at. Because either way, our opponent is still going to get into a spot where they can still keep holding us down with that stupid Authority of the Consuls. Jeez. Come on, Arena. I don't know why you're doing this to me. What did I do to Arena to deserve getting completely countermatched here? I don't know. Maybe it is a conspiracy. Maybe it is. So it doesn't really make any progress for us. No attacks yet. We just need to literally survive one turn. But there's no way we can, because they have enough soul stones now. Oh, jeez. Come on! Come on, Arena! Killing me here! Oh, jeez. Okay. And we're losing rank. Man, we just cannot get out of gold. Just so... It's like a black hole right now being stuck in this area, but... Okay. Okay. I don't want to get too mad on stream. Don't want to get too raging. But again, it's just very frustrating today. I'm usually not the person that kind of loses my cool on stream if you've seen many of my streams, because it's just not something I do. But geez, today is just not that day. I mean, I've had days where I've kind of lost, but most of those losses come from my own punts. But man, today it just feels like, okay, here, apparent, we've got like your whole game plan ready to go, Infernoman. Nope, too bad. You have to deal with an Authority of the Consuls. You get Overlords thrown at you. Oh, it's just too much today. But again, we're not going to give up. I will show you this deck is capable of getting wins. All right, Enduring Innocence we'll keep. We have the Impact Tremors. We have 2 Heir Apparents. We can go off. Okay. Island. Okay. All right, looks like it's going to be the bounce deck. Let's see if we can find our way around that. So show me what you got, opponents. I'm ready for you. Impact Tremors. Okay, so if they are playing this, we're expecting things to get bounced a lot. But we'll see. We'll see what else they have. Fear of Isolation. Alright. They bounce that back. That's actually fine. We don't mind that. Okay, Caretaker's Talent 2. The Battlefield Forge down. Enduring Innocence. Ping. Okay. So we have things set up. We're ready to go. We just need to find a way around things. Okay. Swing, swing, swing. I guess we'll block here. Obviously, they need something to pump it. Or bounce. Kaido. Oh, okay. So they got Kaido coming in. A little scary, but not the worst. Okay. Surveil. Okay. New Kaido is pretty cool, though. We played him actually a couple months ago on stream, which was actually a really sweet card to do. I do like the card, though. Maybe I should make a ninja deck in the future. Let me know if you want to see that. Alright, so Plains and Caretaker's Talent coming down. Okay, so we basically now have all of our perfect pieces. We just need to start putting down Heir Apparents and we should be good to go. At least I hope we do. Kaido is going to get some free swings, so this is going to be a little annoying for a bit, but it's not the worst. Okay. Make an Otter with their Stormtrooper's Talent. Okay, so it's kind of the bounce deck, but not technically the bounce deck. I mean, it is, but it's not, because it's not using the other... It's not Esper color. It's just... I guess just a mirror? Okay. But we'll see if we can, again, find a way around this. We just need to start building our plan now, because now they're tapped out, which is actually what we want. Alright. Elegant Parlor. What do we get? Okay, another Heir Apparent. That's good. Okay. This has to be the game, everybody. This has to be the game. Ping, ping, ping. Draw our card. There we go. Much better. Now we got our game plan going. Drawing our cards here. Okay. Now I'm feeling it. Hopefully this should be the game. Our opponent will be swinging, but we can sponge some hits for a little while, so that's not a big deal for us. Nowhere to run. Okay. Again, annoying, but it's not the worst. We can still survive for a little bit. Opponents, do you have another nowhere to run? Maybe? Dan Splendid. Tried to play a different approach to rooms like a mid-range, but it sucked. It's more of a control art type. Like Dimir rooms was good, and I haven't tried the Izzet rooms yet, but it does look as solid as well. Azorius rooms is alright. Also, best ratio for room cards is 16, no more, no less. Okay, interesting to know. Very interesting. But yeah, keep playing with it. It sounds like, again, you're kind of refining it to its ideal setting, so I do like hearing that from you. But again, hopefully it keeps working out for you. Rooms are definitely a fun archetype, but it's definitely a much more controlling one. One or two of them work well in a mid-range deck, like the mono black one with demons, but realistically, it's, oh, geez, really? Man, we got wasted again? Come on. Oh, man. Not doing it today at all, everybody. Wow. We are looking absolutely terrible. So I actually have an idea. We're going to try one more best of one here, but I do kind of have one idea. I wonder if this deck might be different in maybe a different format, because it seems like right now the format we're in, we're getting wrecked. But I wonder if maybe we could try it in a different format. I'm thinking about that right now as a way to maybe try to find a way around what we're finding currently in this meta. But we'll see about that in a bit. Let's see if we can try to find, hopefully, an opportunity to go around stuff here. Okay, so we have our game plan set here. Our Impact Tremors is coming in. And then from here, Heir Apparents can start doing their thing. Wow, now this is the all Heir Apparent plan, apparently. Heir Apparent, apparently, parent. Never mind. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I've just gone kooky. Okay, ping our opponent for 1. We literally have all the Heir Apparents in the world right now, but is that enough? Virtue of Persistence. Again, annoying because that will not trigger off our tokens, but that's okay. Gumdrop Poisoneer. Duskrow's Reliquary. Alright. Well, I guess we'll put on another one. Now this is the no land hand. Jeez. Arena, why are you trolling us today? What did we do to forsake the magic gods? What did we do wrong? Did we try to get too greedy with our game plan? I don't know. But it's just not working out today. Wow. Jeez. Okay, we're still literally getting all the heir apparents, but we're not getting any lands. I swear. Not my day today. Maybe I wasn't meant to stream today. I don't know. I just don't know. Okay, we're going to have to let this go, unfortunately, because we do need to find a way to just keep building up our heir apparents, and we can't do that quite yet. Come on! Really? Wow. Pyrexia Obliterator. Okay. Alright, well. Here's how we do this then, I guess. So, Enduring Innocence. We need to have card draw. Our opponent, however, is kind of running out of steam here, but we do need a way to get around this. Okay, they swing. We will block the Gumdrop Poisoneer, so at least we can stabilize partially. We have a way to get around Phyrexian Obliterator, so that's not the worst. Ugh, maybe not 2, though. Okay. Not the end of the world, everybody. We need a land. Ping. Draw a card. Okay. Not what we wanted, though. Hold on. Okay. We're going to wait for a second here. Okay. So we have one removal spell. Literally just one. We cannot afford to take more than one turn here. Come on, deck. Oh. Yo, you gotta be kidding me. Come on. Oh, man. Oh, jeez. I'm honestly kind of losing it right now. Does anybody else see this? Am I just completely lost my mind here? This arena built for us decks that really don't want us to go off today? I mean, okay, well, we have our Duskrose Reliquary number 2, but they have 3 of this card, and we can't block all of them. We can take out 1, but that's not enough. Okay. I'm just done. I can't believe it. I really cannot believe that Arena has us set up this way. We are kind of completely looking like the worst player in the world right now. Okay. So I'm going to change formats because right now Standard with this deck is not working. It's just not... The deck is built for Standard, but it is not right now our day in Standard. And I honestly am tired of this. I don't want to deal with this right now. I'm going to try a much more higher powered format, which may seem a little unorthodox, but I believe maybe in a different format, maybe this deck can perform a little bit better. We'll try. Okay, so what do we got here? All right, Duskrose Reliquary, Heir Apparent, Enduring Innocence, Imodane's Recruiter. So we have ways of drawing cards. We have ways of building up everything. We'll see if that's enough against our opponent here. Play our land. All right, opponent. Show me what you got. We'll see if this is enough today. Pass. So, plan right now is Enduring Innocence comes out. Keep the Heir Apparents for a little bit longer. And then hopefully we can draw into what we need. Okay, Caretaker's Talent. That's fine. Enduring Innocence. Coming down. Do you have an answer, opponent? Nothing. Okay. So, they're playing right now an Orzhov. Oh, I'm sorry, not Orzhov. Esper deck. So, 3 colors. Is it a control deck, though? I guess we'll find out. Let's see. We'll do it this way. Elegant Parlor. So far, so good. But we'll see where things go. Okay, Imodane's Recruiter. I don't know what our opponent's doing yet. So I'm a little shaky to cast more things, but we'll try. I'm assuming they have some kind of counter spell in hand. There it is. Still annoying, but that's fine. We can swing here hopefully freely now. Down to 18. Go up to 22. Opponents? Nothing. Okay. Alright. Nothing yet. Okay. Battlefield Forage. Heir Apparent number 1. Does this resolve? Do you have an answer, opponent? Maybe? Anything at all? Come on. Don't keep me waiting too long here. Okay, so we do at least get one card off. I guess that's something. Another Enduring Innocence. Play it as well. Opponents? Hello? You there? Maybe? 3 steps ahead. Okay, they draw some cards. Still annoying, but it's not the worst. We can at least get a free hit in. As soon as they finish doing the thing. Reason is... Dense Planet. Reason most of the good room cards are blue colored, and like you said, there are good cards from other colors, but the key card is rooms is for the elevator and stairs. Yeah, I definitely agree with you with that. In order for you to get the most value out of rooms, if you want to focus on just that deck, you need to be in blue to have your alt win con, and most of the good rooms hover around that. So that means you're pretty much going to gravitate towards controlling cards like counter spells, bounce effects, or tempo plays if you need to just recast or just do your thing. And then, of course, black provides you with a lot of solid stuff in room colors, with red being, of course, the nice support color that provides you with the damage, maybe a little extra ramp and stuff like that. So definitely I would agree. That seems like the best option. Ugh, all right, here comes Teferi. Not looking too good here, but we'll try, everybody. I mean, 1 Teferi is not the worst. They will tap down 2 lands. Okay, Elegant Parlor is also okay. So we do this. Okay. All right, another Heir Apparent. Okay, so opponents, nothing yet. We do get to draw a card though, so that's nice. Okay, so I'm gonna try something here. Does Imodane's Recruiter resolve, or do you have another counterspell, opponents, or any kind of removal? All right, well, does this go? We'll see now. Okay. In theory, it looks like we have lethal. Wait, no. We don't have lethal. Never mind. Counting is hard, by the way. But you get the idea, everybody. The only reason why we're being aggro and ignoring the Teferi is we have another Imodane's Recruiter, so it's not out of the realm of possibility to do this. Okay, opponent, come on. You have to have something. A bounce spell. Wow, they took the damage. Okay, down to 2. We go to 27. Okay, so are we getting Farewelled? Wrath? Something?
You know what?
Or did we actually beat our opponent here? Do they have anything? Wandering Emperor? There has to be a Wrath. There's no way. Okay, there it was. The Day of Judgment. So I figured that was what we were waiting to deal with there. Again, annoying. But some way, somehow, they still have only... Well, they have enough mana open to counterspell us, but we're going to try to find a way around this. Okay. They will draw... I'm sorry, they will untap their lands. Okay, Battlefield Forge. Okay, does this resolve? Maybe. Okay, we do get a card. Is it enough, though? Opponent. Get lost. Okay. We still get the card draw, though, so it's not horrible. Okay, Caretaker's Talent. Alright, well, this is tricky. I think I'm going to go for it. If our opponent has the answer, they have the answer. Because they have 3 mana open, so they have to have a counterspell in hand. But I'm going to go for it. Okay. And did we do it? This is lethal. Oh my goodness. We finally got a win. Yay. Oh my goodness. That was so nerve-wracking. Man, we finally did it though. So, yay. Oh man, that was actually... I was not expecting a win there. So, yay. Yeah, I'll take it. There we go, everybody. The deck kind of did its thing. Awkwardly enough, but yay. A win is a win, so... See, the deck doesn't suck. It's not that bad, right? We just maybe needed to just be in a different format, I guess. Let's stick to Explorer for a little bit longer. But I'll probably jump back to standard for best of 3 just to see if maybe it was just bad matchups and bad luck. But we'll see in a bit if we can get around it. Den Splendid. And with Grixis, I can use the Chandra for ramp, card draw, and removal. Narset's also a good card for getting cards as well. Oh yes, I would definitely say Narset is probably your best support option if you're going to do rooms, because it's all enchantments. So pretty good options there. Okay, so let's see what we got here. So we got our Duskrow's Reliquary for removal, Immodane's Recruiter that's going to pump us up later on, Erase the Past to bring back stuff. If we can just get a couple rabbits, we should be good to go with this build. All right, opponent, show me what you got. All right, Inspiring Advantage. We will need the land, so we're going to keep that. Okay. So put that down. Nothing yet. Maybe make some changes to the deck so it has more powerful cards to fit the format. Maybe. Again, we mostly just kind of came in here for a palette cleanse because I was getting really, really sick of our matchups we were dealing with in Standard. That's the only reason why I'm actually in Explorer right now. But we'll see. Can a Standard deck handle itself in a higher power format like Explorer? I guess we'll find out now. Okay, so we do lose our Enduring Innocence, which is unfortunate, but that's okay. We will Duskrow's Reliquary away. Enduring Innocence. It does come back right now, but we can get rid of their Skyclave. So that's gone. Does give us a token. Okay, so at least we have now an attacker on the field. Skyclave. Oh, come on. Really? They have another one? Beyond annoying. So they can't get this one, but they will get rid of our Enduring Innocence, so we do lose our card draw engine. All right, we got our first Heir Apparent. So with that, let us swing here. And then Duskrow's Reliquary away. A token. Get rid of Skyclave number 2. Gives us a token again. And we pass. Okay. So, what do you got, opponent? Nothing? Okay. Battlefield Forge. We'll swing here, see what we get. Do they have a collected company? Maybe? Nothing yet. Okay. I guess we'll just make some more tokens. So we got something to do now with our mana. Collected company. Okay, there it was. So they were waiting. Oh. That's all you got off of that, opponent? Just a Jaspera Sentinel? Okay. Maybe luck is finally coming back to us. Okay. So, elves doing their thing. Wait, they swung? No. Okay, I was going to be like, opponent, you probably don't want to swing into that. Okay, so with that, let us Heir Apparent. Alright. Okay. This might be tricky for us, but I think we'll swing. Do they have another collected company? No? Okay. Nice. Got some damage. Okay. We are close to going off here. But we'll see if our opponent somehow gets something out of there. Okay, they got Galagreators, so annoying still, but it's okay. We still have ways of fighting around everything. Okay, they make some treasures. Okay, opponents. So now they have plenty of mana. They have 4 cards in hand. We're only down to 1, though. Is that going to be enough for us? Galagreator's number 3. So are they just a Selesnya Elves deck? Is that what they're doing? I'm sure they have to have something else in their hand. It's an interesting build. I'll give them that. But is it enough? Okay. We're going to actually pay 1 life and make a token. I'm going to try to put pressure on our opponent now in a bit. Okay, Duskrow's Reliquary again. That's nice. So, how do we do this here? We're at an interesting impasse. They have 2 treasures open. Immodane's Recruiter. We're going to actually make some more tokens. And we're going to wait it out. They have enough now for a 3rd collected company if they have it. I swear, if they do, though, I'm going to vomit. Please tell me they actually don't have it. They have to be out of gas. They have to be. Court of Calling. Oh, that's right. Court of Calling's now a thing. Ugh. Okay, so Elish Norn. Scary. Normally we have a way around her, but Elish Norn actually shuts off our Duskrow's Reliquary. So, I don't know if we're going to find a way around this now, but we're going to try. Actually, I don't know if we actually have an answer in the main deck. We have an answer in the sideboard, but not in the main deck, I realize. Master Worm. Alright, I think that's game. Okay. Well, we got one win, but we did not get anything else beyond that. Someone's going to get all their triggers off. And we get wrecked here. Pretty harsh, I must say. Yeah. Dang. Absolute sadness now. And then they finish us off here. Wow. Wow, we got wrecked here pretty hard. Dang. Alright. Well, Amzan value. Yep, with ETBs and Elish Norn, we looked pretty silly there. So, okay. So we're at the halfway point of the stream, everybody. And honestly, I was hoping to have a little bit more optimism for this deck, but it is not performing as well as I was thinking it would. We're going to try one more time standard rank, but we're going to go best of 3 now. We're hoping that this might be where we want to be seated for this game. Okay. Also, as a reminder for the halfway point of the stream, if you are a fan of any of the content we do, whether you do enjoy the budget, jank, fun decks we put together, you know, of course, what to do. Be sure to give a like, follow, and subscribe wherever you watch the content so you don't miss out on any of the gameplay, booster pack openings, deck techs, and so much more. Again, if you do want to show a little bit extra support, we do have a Patreon where, again, if you want to see some of my bonus footage, where I assure you I'm not going to look as terrible as I do today on stream, that is available for you with all the uncut footage. Most of it is going to be unscripted stuff. Most of it's going to be also unfinished deck techs and ideas that I have that don't quite make it to the main channel. Also, if nothing else, you can also support us by just joining us on Discord here. We are having to grow our group of fiery friends bigger and bigger, so thanks again for those of you if you want to join that. And even if you don't do that, as long as you, of course, are just enjoying the content, showing a like, just checking out any of other videos, I appreciate that wholly. So thank you forever, and for whatever way you support me, I appreciate that, everybody. Okay, so shaking it off here, we're now going to be in best of 3 for the remainder of the stream. We're going to be seeing that hopefully the deck can do its thing. Show me what you got, opponent. I am now once again ready to duel. Okay, Elegant Parlor into another Elegant Parlor. I guess we'll just keep that because we do need the lands. Alright, so Restless Fortress. Let's see. Inspiring Advantage. Impact Tremors number 1. Okay, so from this, I'm trying to think how we do this here. Raise the Pass is nice because that'll help us again get what we need. They make a bunny, and they make a carrot cake. Inspiring Advantage number 2, which is good. Heir Apparent. Ping our opponent for 1. Even if they blow up the board, we have a Raise the Pass ready to go for us. So hopefully, whatever opponent does, we can just find a way to get around them. Builder's Talent. They make another token. We actually don't care about tokens like this because we could still find ways to get around things. So we'll play Elegant Parlor. Caretaker's Talent, that's nice. We'll keep that. Okay, so if we could just slowly build up our token plan, we should be fine. Opponent. Builder's Talent. Pumping. Okay. Nothing yet. That's fine. Battlefield Forge. Caretaker's Talent. And nothing yet. So, it is still anybody's game, everybody. Still anybody's game. Get locked. Oh, jeez. Alright. Fine. Be that way, opponents. Very annoying. That's okay. We still have ways of getting around things. There is still time to pull off a win here. Archangel, Elspeth. I haven't seen anybody actually play her for a while. So, okay, make some tokens. They swing with one of their bunnies. Emodin's Recruiter again. Battlefield Forge. So I guess we'll just have to rely on this to make some tokens. Ping our opponent a bit. Let us Heir Apparent, pump that up for 1. Okay, an Enduring Innocence is good. No attacks yet. So what is the basically Deserts deck? Well, I'm glad you asked. That is going to be our next in the series after the basically Phyrexia deck goes live next week. So that'll be our 4-color one for those respective colors. But don't worry. It's a fun one. Still janky, just like our other 4-color decks, but it is coming soon. Most likely it's kind of like going to happen at the end of the month, Dense Planet, so hang in there. I'm also still trying to figure out still the best build for the one of our last 4-color decks. The 5-color is actually going to be the easiest one, but I'm still trying to figure out what archetype I want to go into that for it. Okay, Enduring Innocence. Coming down. Ping our opponents. We will play Immodane's Recruiter. Not going to get actually too much off of that, but it does put pressure on our opponent. Alright, we get another land. Pop up the whole team. Battlefield Forge. On the Enduring Innocence. Alright, we're doing it. We're doing it. Big swing here. Do you have an answer, opponent? You got 3 mana open. Okay, we're rallying back now, finally. Ooh, they actually have to sacrifice their for another bunny. Okay. They gain some life. Okay, they block. Opponent. Block. Alright. And block. And block. And block. Okay. Definitely put a bit of a hurt on them. Okay, so we don't have any creatures in the graveyard yet, so it's still a little awkward because we can't use Raise the Past just yet, but we are getting close to going off. We just need to just keep the pressure on them. We can just at least get 1 or 2 more Heir Apparents. We should be able to go off completely. Hopefully it won't take too long, though. We have literally 16 of them in the deck. It shouldn't be too hard for us to get at least 1. Okay, 19. But our deck is making it look as hard as possible. Okay, so Immodane's Recruiter again. Get some more pings. We will get to draw cards, that's good. Come on, deck, really? Beyond frustrating. That's fine. Okay, get some more pump. Okay, turn on the whole team again. This time we're actually going to swing at Elspeth. I need her off the field. So they make another token. Gain some life. But they actually don't have enough this time, so they're going to have to do some hard blocking. Opponents? What do you answer with? Thinking, thinking, thinking. Can they handle this? Can we survive this? Find out. Wow, they let it go. Okay. Elspeth is down. Does that mean they have a Wrath? Because usually if they let it go, that means there's a Wrath involved. Opponents? Maybe? Anything? Don't keep me hanging too long here. Opponents? Come on. Oh, they had another organ. Oh, disgusting. Okay, it's fine. Not a big deal. We still have ways of getting around things here. Come on. Okay, so while our opponent is taking their time to think about this stuff, also another question for you. Is there... now that I know I've asked this several times in other streams, but I'm going to ask again. How are you feeling overall about just Ether Drift in general now? Do you think the design of it is not quite where you thought it was going to be at? Was it something you were already expecting? Was it something that, I don't know, maybe you thought was going to be something different? Were you hoping for it to take itself more seriously, or were you expecting, I don't know, maybe something more along the lines of like how Thunder Junction turned out? I don't know. Let me know, everybody. Okay, so we're going to sacrifice our Dusk Rose with that. And let's see, what do you got to get rid of something? It's got to be that token. Okay, so swing here. Opponents, they got 2 cards in hand. We still have plenty of lands. We're just not going off with our Heir Apparents because I have no idea where they're in this deck. There are still 41 cards in this deck, and we've only cast 1 Heir Apparent the whole game. So there's literally 15 in the 41 cards. That means at least half of them, like almost half of the deck, is still all of our creatures. I have no idea where they're at. Alright, split up. So we do get wrecked here just a little bit, but it's not the worst. Alright, Elspeth, number 3. Come on, really? Oh, good lord. We could not catch a break today. Every time. Every time this stream. Okay, so let's see. Block and block. Alright. Come on, deck. We will... Ugh, so painful, though. Just trying to draw some cards in here. Alright, and Enduring Innocence, again, it's not the worst thing, but I guess it's something. Okay, so... Our Duskro's Reliquaries are okay, but they're not helpful for us in a matchup like this. We can get rid of some tokens, but they're not the best for us. We need some way of getting rid of Archangel Elspeth, but it's not in the main deck. Actually, I don't know if it's in the regular deck either. Maybe I should have put in Get Lost instead. I don't know. But it swings. Block here. I literally just need at least 1 Heir Apparent to go off. 1 or 2 should help us completely turn this whole game around. Literally just needs 1. There's 39 cards. There are 15 Heir Apparents in our deck. And for some reason, our deck is just not letting us work here. Oh my goodness. Finally, we got 1. Alright, come on, deck. I believe in you. Please be good to me. Be good. That's all I'm asking. Get some card draw. Get some pings. I don't even care at this point if we get all... Okay, much better. Thank you, deck. Good lord, it's been such a struggle. I swear it does make me look like, again, the worst Magic player right now. So thank you for everybody that's still watching right now, even if I look absolutely stupid right now. But we're trying. There we go. Much better. Much better. Okay. Now we're finally doing our thing. Just took so long to do it, though. Okay, so with this, we are going to sacrifice our other Duskro's Reliquary, since we don't need that one. And that means we can get rid of the Evangelist here. So, Evangelist is gone. Because if she swings, then that Battle Cry would wreck us completely. Okay, so that's good. Nothing yet. Okay. So since this is each turn, we can actually trigger it off the Fountain Port here, and hopefully we should be able to then go off. Okay, they sacrifice a token to draw a card. Alright. So, if we actually can let the board get blown up here, I actually don't mind, because that should be enough to then have our opponent take us down. Or, I mean, sorry, we can take them down. Sorry, I don't know why I said that. Why did I say that? Okay. 3 blind mice. 3 blind mice. 3 blind mice. I don't remember the nursery rhyme, but you know what I'm saying, everybody. Okay. So at this point, I think I'm just going to be super aggro just to put pressure on our opponent here. And you'll see why, because now that we have finally the Raise of the Past, we should be able to close it out here pretty quickly. But we just need to forcefully put our opponent in a bad spot. That's all we got to do. Okay. All right, they got nothing left. They swing, which is fine. Okay. Okay. Can we finally get a win today? Can we get at least another win in Standard? We'll see. Paying out our opponent here. Enduring Innocence draws us 2 cards. Heir Apparent again. Duskro's Reliquary again. Okay. So, how do we do this? Okay. So I think we just swing here. We don't care what happens. And you'll see why. Big swing. That's right, opponent. Block with everything. Everything you can. I don't really care right now. Okay. Okay. They sacrifice. That's fine. They draw a card. $15 up to $16. Okay, so I think we finally got that win that I've been wanting to get all day today. All right, here come the pings, everybody. Here come the pings. Oh my goodness. Okay, we definitely got them. Finally. Finally. We finally did it, everybody. Oh my goodness. What a struggle our deck put us through right now. So let's make sure we do this right, though. All right. Heir Apparent again. This should close it out right here. There we go. Yes! Finally! Oh my goodness. 4, 3, 2, and then to finish them off, I'll relive the past. Or, sorry, raise the past. There we go. Oh my goodness. Wow, what a struggle. Oh man. Okay, there you go, everybody. So that's what the deck is supposed to do. I can't believe it took us that long. It took us an hour plus into the stream to finally get that win off. But, oh man, I'm so happy that worked out. Whew. Okay, so now that we got that going, okay, so let's see. What do we want to do? I realize now since I don't know why I was feeling silly about this, but since we're playing a non-budget deck, I don't know why I didn't put in Get Lost. Maybe I just didn't. I don't know. I totally forgot about that card. I feel really dumb right now. It's okay. Not a big deal. Because we could still find a way to get around things here. Okay. So we're probably going to cut the Imodane's Recruiters. And we'll put it in Hinterland Sanctifiers instead. Let's see. And then on top of that, what else do we want, though? Opponent's not really playing any Graveyard Hate. Requisition Raid. Exercise. No. I mean, our opponent wasn't playing anything, like, massively powerful, but, I guess the exercise can come in. Duskrow's Reliquary was okay, but it didn't really help us out that much. I think a Requisition Raid might be the best option here. So, we'll go with that. And I think that should be fine. Stick with that. Okay. Alright. We'll do with that. Dead Split It. Design is alright. As long as cards are good, it'll be fine. Looking at you, Karlov Manor. Oh. I mean, to be fair, again, I did not like Karlov Manor in hindsight a year ago, Dead Split It, but let's be real. At least it gave us a Surveil Lands. I mean, the Surveil Lands were literally the best card, and I even nominated it, in my opinion, for the best cards of 2024. These lands are very, very powerful. I highly underestimated them when they first came out, so that's probably at least the best thing that probably came out of it. I think there were one or two key cards from Karlov Manor that were great, but yeah, the overall set's flavor was terrible, by the way. I honestly did not care for the detective thing, or at least I should say, the detective thing was wasted on Karlov Manor. That literally should have been what Streets of New Capenna should have had. Streets of New Capenna should have had the detectives. I don't know why it was saved for Karlov Manor. Very design fail on Wizard's part there. Yeah, I'm just saying that now. Okay. Otherwise, okay, so we have our Hinterland Sanctifiers and an Impact Tremor. So we have now ways of stabilizing much easier with this deck than we did before. So with that, Elegant Parlor. But we're going to wait until we get some more rabbits. Okay, so we got our first Heir Apparent there. That's good. Everything is going for cool. Everyone is going for cool Dexter and Brawl. And then here I'm with the new Gaunty to steal everything. Haha, sorry. Oh, you are going to be so gnarly once I see that happening, because I know at some point you are going to try to face off against me with that Gaunty deck. So I'm going to be ready for you. Some way, somehow, I will be ready. Okay. Until then, Impact Tremors. I'm guessing our opponent has to have some kind of disenchant or some kind of option against Impact Tremors, because now that they saw our game plan, they're definitely going to try to find a way around that. But until then, we will put down their planes, Hinterland Sanctifier, ping our opponent for 1, Heir Apparent, get some pings, get some life gain though, so we are stable. Okay. So all we just need to do is just slowly build up our value here, and we should be able to outdo our opponent here, even though they do have a little bit of a... Ooh, they're playing Toby. Interesting. I haven't seen anybody play Toby at all, so I don't know how good he is, unless we really, really build around tokens. Okay, Elegant Parlor. Okay, we don't need any more lands. Hinterland Sanctifier again. Get some life gain, get some pings. Now, all we just need to do is just go off with our Heir Apparents, and we should be able to then close out our opponent here pretty quickly. Okay. Come on, opponents. Show me what you got. Okay, level 2. Arcane Elspeth again. Apparently they already have it in hand. That's fine, I suppose. But okay. That is a threat level that we need to be worried about now, because now that does trigger off everything here. Toby now has the flying ability, so... Ugh. Not looking too good. And our deck, once again, is flooding us out here. Alright. Can't really do anything. Again. I mean, at least we got partially our game plan off. Okay, to make another token. They start draining us. Okay, carrot cake. I don't know. I guess... I mean, I definitely have a lot of opinions about my deck now that I've actually been playing it a lot more here in Ranked. It was doing fine like 2 weeks ago, but it's not doing as well again. Okay, down to 3. And once again, okay. And we did not get anything. Wow. Okay, that was such a non-game for us. That was terrible. Okay, so... I mean, it's not like we have too many lands. We have 23 lands, and we have an average mana curve of about 2.2. I think that's perfectly fine, acceptable, but okay. Let's see. In terms of what we want to do instead here, maybe we should just focus on just staying mono white. The Impact Tremors plan is literally what we're here for, but it's not working out as well as I thought it was. Or maybe the Case of the Gateway Express might be better removal. I don't know. This is a tough one. Maybe we didn't sideboard well enough. Maybe that's our problem. We'll keep everything as is. Okay. Game 3. Can we get a victory out of this? I would love for us to hopefully get at least one victory from this. Oh, Boros Charm. Oop, yeah, I forgot about that one. Okay. Well, okay. Well, I guess if I'm going to lose, I'm going to lose. So, all right. I'm going to mulligan this. Okay. We have the Exercise here. We have Enduring Innocence. Okay, let's keep this. I don't want to do it, but we'll put back an Impact Tremors. Yeah, I just realized, wait, Boros Charm, of course, probably could have helped us out with giving us Indestructible. So, oops. Once again, showing I'm not the best at this. Okay, so, with what we do have, though, Scavenger's Talent. We can exercise that if we need to. But we're going to wait. Okay, so let's see. If they play the Caretaker's Talent, then that's mostly what I'm going to need to get. Because the Scavenger's Talent doesn't hurt us too much, because we do have ways of getting around that. Enduring Innocence. Ping. And Planeswalker removal. Okay. Caretaker's Talent. Okay, so that's what we got to get rid of now with Exercise. That's gone. Can't have that go off. Heir Apparent. Get at least one card draw. Ping our opponent. Battlefield Forge. Okay, come on, deck. If we can get at least one more Heir Apparent, we should be able to then slowly just roll our opponent here. Yeah, I admit, I did not sideboard too well for this, but maybe we might get lucky enough to get around it. Caretaker's Talent. Heir Apparent again. Okay, finally we're going off here a little bit. Ping, ping, ping. Draw a card. Draw a card. Swing here. Okay, well our deck is still doing it, despite the fact that I'm not very good at what I'm doing apparently today. Okay, up to 24. Down to 12. Okay, opponents. We're getting to a point now where I think we might be able to then slowly beat them down here. Hopefully. I'm feeling pretty good right now. Much better at least than earlier today. Alright, level 2. Wow, that's all they can do? Okay. I mean, that's great for us. So, let's see. Elegant Parlor. Heir Apparent again. Now we're talking. Now the deck is feeling good. Much better. Alright. All right. Level 2. Hitting our opponent again. Did we do it? Oh my goodness, finally. Yes! Yes! Much better. Despite the fact that I'm not very good at side porting, apparently, we somehow scraped together just enough to get a victory. Oh my goodness, wow. Woo! Alright, and we get back up to gold tier 2. Okay, so see? The deck does it, everybody. Okay. Yes, I was feeling very down earlier, but some way, somehow, hey, best of 3, we did it. Okay, so, we're actually going to do a small little tweak here. I usually don't do this midstream, but I realize I probably should add in Get Lost. That's probably a better option in the sideboard. So, let's see. We're going to make that change now. Okay, so, yeah, I don't know why. Exercise. Okay, where is it at? Oh, I cannot see things right now. It is. Hold on one second, everybody. Hold on. Don't worry. Ooh, maybe High Noon might be actually. High Noon might actually be better for us. Okay, anyway, hold on. Hold on. Okay, so Get Lost here would probably be their better option. Just again, for just taking out those enchantments and planeswalkers, since I forget that we're in a very enchantment-heavy meta right now. I don't think the Case of the Gateway Express is going to do much for us, so maybe we just cut those completely. And then we put in a whole set of those. And then maybe one High Noon just to slow down other decks out there. I guess that might be the better option here for us. Because Requisition Ring can still do Artifact Hate if we need to. Okay. I think that should be better for us. Okay. Don't worry. If you do like this, I will still put up, of course, in the end of the stream, as always, I'll put up a copy of the deck list. Most likely it's going to be the one that we're going to finalize here and now. So, hopefully, we shouldn't have to do any more tweaks. But yeah. Okay. Feeling a lot better after that one. That was a much nicer pick-me-up than earlier. Yeah, because I don't know how I struggled so hard. We usually don't struggle that hard on stream. But okay. Here we go, everybody. All right, so we got our Impact Tremors. We got Heir Apparents aplenty. And we got lands. So, show me what you got, opponent. I'm ready for you. Barring Vantage. All right, Underground Mortuary. So, Surveil land. All right. What you digging out, opponents? Nothing? Okay, that's fine. Battlefield Forge. Impact Tremors. All right, game plan is now live. All we just need to do is get a couple more lands, and we should be good to go here. Okay, they threw away that. Okay, is it the Golgari mid-range deck? I think that's what I'm basing. We'll see. Let's start pinging our opponent down. Okay, so with that, all right, Forest, is it removal or is it more value? What do you got, opponents? Mosswood Dread Knight. Okay, so it is the Golgari mid-range build. Mosswood Dread Knight coming down. No surprise. Ooh, another Impact Tremors. That's actually pretty nice. Yeah, I actually do like the deck. It's actually kind of a cool deck. It has a lot of good value to it. Mosswood Dread Knight is definitely a solid card. But we have to keep it off the field, though, because we can't let them get too much value. So, Mosswood Dread Knight's going to go bye-bye. Sorry, opponent. Down to 14. Okay. Ideally, if we can get at least one more land, we should be solid here. Come on, deck. You were flooding me earlier, so show me that love again. Give me another land. Glissa. Ooh. A little scary there. So, she is definitely a big threat level. Maybe I should have waited to actually... Okay. Okay, opponent's got rid of our bunny. That's fine. No land yet, but we are still going to try to go off here. No attacks yet. At the very least, though, Glissa can be blocked for a little bit with our token, so that's fine. We have ways of getting around her. Even if our opponent keeps cutting us down. Okay. Oh, come on, opponents. Really? Alright, it's fine. We have to keep our impact tremors alive. No matter what. Okay. Ping our opponent again. And again. Okay. Again, we are closing in. We just need to get off a couple more rabbits, though. But our opponent has plenty of removal, which is definitely what this deck is built upon. But I still think we can do it. We could just keep sacrificing our little bunnies here. Okay. Token, go bye-bye. Okay. One card left in hand, opponent. What else could it be? Thrun. Okay. Well. Let us... How do we do this here? How do we do this? Yeah, we need the Resurrect card. Like, completely. That's all we need right now to survive. But until then... Either that or we need more ways to build more tokens faster. We can survive definitely a couple turns. That's not the problem. We just need a way to just kind of just blow out our opponent here. Okay, they still have 2 cards in hand, though. 1 card in hand. Well, actually, technically 2 cards again. They go down to 8. They're going to swing. Yep. And swing. We will make a fish. Ping our opponent down to 7. Block with the fish. Okay, so Fountain Board, as always, definitely puts in work. I love this card, by the way. Really good at what it does. Swamp Weaver. They make some tokens. Okay, well, I mean, I like that we're getting plenty of impact tremors, but we need rabbits right now. We don't need more pings. We just need to just... Okay. It's okay. Just literally one more Heir Apparent probably should be able to close out the game for us. Like, literally just one. Or at least just bouncing back all of our rabbits would be great here. Okay. They swing. Still don't like doing it this way, but we don't have a choice. We have to keep that Glissa from blowing up our impact tremors. So, we'll do it this way. They're down to 6. And we're down to 5. Can we find a way out of this? Okay. Alright. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, there's nothing we can really do here. We play the Impact Tremors doesn't do anything for us. And then even if we make a fish token like now, we go down to 4, we ping them. Sacrifice the fish token. Yeah, it's still not enough. Like, I can get rid of right now the Swarm Weaver, and they still have enough to get around us. Dang. Yeah. I have to go to game 2. But the good news, though, is we do have a better idea of what we need to have in the game. So, it's okay. So, mid-range pile. What we need to get around that. Okay. So, let's see. The Imodane's Recruiters are not needed. Burrow's Charm can protect our bunnies for a little bit. Get Lost is definitely coming in now. And I think that's going to be better than Duskrow's Reliquary, so we're going to drop those. Hinterland Sanctifier can also give us a little bit of life gain. But now, what do we cut, though? Let's see. We need to cut 3 cards. Or maybe we don't need the... Okay, so maybe like... We need to keep the Resurrect card for sure, because that helps us out. Enduring Innocence will help us draw some stuff. Maybe trim 1 Heir Apparent, and I guess... Maybe the Caretaker's Hound, just 1? I'm not sure. Maybe that might be the best. We'll try. We still need to keep the majority of our game plan in. So hopefully that should be enough. All right. Wake against Mosswood Dread Knight? Oh, that's right. But it was hard because, like, the cuts already were a little bit tough for us to kind of muster in. But I think, okay, so we have only one land. A one-lander with Hinterland Sanctifiers is not enough. Okay. This looks a little better. Okay, we'll keep this. So for this... Let's see. Put back the plains. Elegant Parlor. Surveil. Heir Apparent, we'll keep that. Okay, they got the tap land. Plains. First Heir Apparent coming down. No bunnies yet. We get another land, we should be able to then have Enduring Innocence come down. Our opponent's going to have a ton of removal now to stop us. Battlefield Forge. Enduring Innocence. So if this gets blown up, that's fine. Because we can just keep drawing cards. Come on, deck. Kalissa coming in already. So scary. Okay. So with that, Battlefield Forge. Heir Apparent. Wait, draw a card. Okay, the Impact Tremors is here. Okay. No attacks yet. So, with Glissa out, we lose Enduring Innocence for a turn. It comes back, but she doesn't do combat damage, so her ability doesn't trigger off. Sometimes I wish Boros Charm also was more like Lightning Helix. That actually would have helped us out to get rid of Glissa, but it's okay. We have other ways of removing her. No. Alright. Never mind, our opponent had a way around us. So they blow up what? Enduring Innocence. No surprise. Okay, Plains. So we're now in again, an awkward spot. Because we can start pinging, but we can't really do anything just yet. Because now our opponent just blew up our whole game plan. Our only hope right now is we can sponge one hit. So maybe that might be what we can do just for a little bit. Swarm Weaver. So they make some tokens. Swing. Actually, no blocks. We'll do it this way. Wait, hold on. Let them hit their trigger first. They're going to hit remove target enchantment. Now we play Boros Charm. Okay. So it keeps it alive for a little bit. Okay, come on, deck. Jeez, our deck is just not doing it for us. Man. Just has not been our day. We've gotten a couple of wins, but it's just not working out for us. Maybe the Impact Tremors plan was just a little too far-fetched for us, unfortunately. It's not quite doing what we want it to do. Well, I mean, that's definitely something we'll talk about when we wrap up the whole deck. Ugh. Gross. Okay. Down to 10. Do we survive one more turn? Is there anything we can do to survive? Or did we lose again? Okay, Hinterland Sanctifier doesn't really do anything for us because it's too late. Yes, we ping our opponent for one, but it's just not enough. We'll just keep it alive for one more turn, but I think we're done. Yep. Yeah. So they make their token. I'll just concede now. Dang. I'm just not... Still not doing it. Wow. It is just not... Okay, this deck is... Okay, maybe this really was a bad deck. We'll probably put this in the pile of decks that seem like they were fun, but yeah, the meta right now is just not kind to us at all. We're going to try again. Gotta play best of 3, because again, we are still going to try to power it out as best we can. But once we get near the end, depending on how this goes, it might be maybe 1 or 2 more best of 3s, and then we'll end it. Once we're done with that, as always, we'll then give a quick little wrap of the deck. Good, bad, whatever. We'll talk about it in whole. It's kind of talk about to see like what we liked about it, what we didn't like about it, And then at the very end, of course, I will show you a little preview of what's to come down the line. Thankfully, of course, we're going to have a nice little palette cleanse with Ether Drift coming out soon. So I'm excited for vehicles and robots coming out. I know some of you are kind of on that, but I'm going to stay positive as much as possible. But thanks again also for everybody that is watching. Me look absolutely terrible right now today. But yeah, I swear, like, it just feels like we're just not hitting our stride today. We got at least a couple wins, but we're just still not quite where we want to be at. Either that or maybe we're not running enough Heir Apparents. I don't know. I'm not sure what the best option is here. Okay, so we got plenty of impact tremors. Okay. Opponent, show me what you got. Mishra's Foundry. Okay. On the swings, down to 19. All right. Get another land. Let's see. I guess play impact tremors. All right. We have another land, so we can get the Enduring Innocence, but not quite yet. So it's going to be a little bit of an awkward play here. But our opponent is playing a little slow, so that does help us out a little bit here and there. Heir Apparent. Elegant Parlor. Another Heir Apparent's good. We'll put down Impact Tremors number 2. So, if we can start getting down Enduring Innocence, draw with Heir Apparents, we should be good to go here. Shieldred. Ooh. Okay. A little scary, but we do have some options around that. The awkward part now is I don't want to do it this way, but we don't have a choice. We're going to have to sacrifice our Heir Apparent for a turn, because Shieldred will be too much for us to handle right now. Shieldred's got to go. So that does buy us time. That's what we need right now. Hopefully our opponent doesn't have another one, though. That would be really terrible if they did. Okay. Tap land. Creature of the Schism. So it is another mid-range pile. Opponents. Swing. They do. Okay. Only one, though. Interesting. Caretaker's Talent. That'll be helpful for later. Okay, Enduring Innocence. Ram you, opponents. Cut down. No surprise. Annoying. But we do at least get to keep the Enduring Innocence afterwards. We actually have another Enduring Innocence, so that actually should be nice for us. Opponents. You're looking at that Dusk Rose Reliquary. Are you actually going to blow it up? You have one card left. What is it? Restless Cottage. This is going to be a big hit here, so it's going to hurt for a moment here. Ugh. Ouch. Down to 5. Okay. Well, still didn't get our land drops. We can stabilize a little bit here. Draw a card. Okay. Elegant Parlor. I guess that's something, I suppose. We don't need another Caretaker's Talent. Okay, so with that, we have 2 Heir Apparents that can help us stabilize just a little bit. Not by much, but it's something. Opponent's going to swing here. They make their food. They eat on our graveyard, which we don't really care about. Go down to 1, but we go up to technically 3. Okay, so tap land again. Okay. This is our turn. Okay, draw some cards. Draw some cards. Can we do it? Down to 6. We can sacrifice at least 1 or 2 rabbits if we absolutely have to. Ugh. Okay. Come on. Really? Wow. Okay. All right. Let's see. Can we survive the hit? We have to block. Oh, we have to block with both? That's terrible. Okay. So that means that forces us to draw cards. Wow. So that forces us to take damage here. And we lose because the card draw on the next turn will just kill us. Absolutely terrible. Come on, really? Ugh. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry, everybody. I'm just... No. Oh. Arena. What have I done to forsake you? I can't believe we've been losing this much today. I think this is probably our worst stream so far, at least this year. I know obviously it's only February, but we've just been doing terrible. But okay. All right. So, all right. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay. Can we find a way around this? Against my better judgment, we're going to try to see if we can go focusing on mono white. It's not what we want to do with the deck at all. That's not the point of this deck. The point of this deck is just hit our opponent with impact tremors here. But right now we're looking kind of rough around the edges. So Enduring Innocence, actually, hold on. Cut the Caretaker's Talent, put in the impact tremors. Okay, so I think that might be our best option there. We'll put in the High Noon, so we can just slow down our opponent. Or actually, hold on. Or do we want that? I don't know. I don't know, actually. Maybe we should just keep in that Caretaker's Talent. Oh, let's see. Or actually, maybe one Recruiter just for aggro purposes. Dense one with a question. Question for you. What is a good mono red board wipe spell? And also for mono black. Okay. Which format are we talking about, Dense Planet? Which standard, explorer, brawl? Let me know. Once you give me the answer for that, I can kind of figure out an answer for you. Okay, so for this one, we have 2 Heir Apparents and a Raise the Past to bring them back. The Elegant Parlor can at least put us on a spot where maybe we can find them. Okay, Hinterland Sanctifier is not horrible. That at least stabilizes us for a little bit. Okay. Hinterland Sanctifier. And a Plains. And pass. Explorer mainly. Okay. So for Explorer, a mono red board wipe. I mean, you have plenty of options, but the tricky part is figuring out, like, what's our mana base? Are we looking at like, small, big? Let me know. Like, are you looking at... Do you want, like, a big one that's, like, Star of Extinction? I mean, that's 7 mana. It hits for 20 damage to all creatures. So, that's an example of something that's really big. If you want something small and fast, trying to think right now. You could do... I mean, there's a couple of 3 mana ones, like, what's it called again? Brotherhood's End? That's a 3 mana, but it does 3 damage to all creatures, and you can also use it to blow up artifacts. That's an example of another one. It really kind of depends on, again, like, are you going for something aggro? Or, let's see, when you have options, I guess it really just depends on what you're trying to do. Other Heir Apparents. Tokens. And tokens. Sparring Vantage. No attacks yet. So the good news now is we have plenty of creatures. We just need a way to close out the game quick. Okay, our opponent is playing the end, so that means that's going to destroy the rest of our Heir Apparents. And that really does cripple our whole game plan. Making us look foolish right now. But the end, I totally forgot this was a card. A really powerful card for decks like this. Think of it as if get to make Grixis Rooms for a control deck or different Chandra's Super Friends. Okay. So you probably want something that doesn't hurt Planeswalkers, if I'm not mistaken. Is that correct? Okay. So the Impact Tremors would have been nice earlier. Like, it really would have been nice earlier. But okay. I guess we'll just get aggro here, because now that we have a Raise the Past, unless he's got a way to discard it, we can just start getting a little aggro here. Okay. So, opponent, what will you do? Okay, so they got the Grixis command, which is terrible, but we still have ways around stuff here. Down to 11. Okay. So with that, I guess we'll play that and Raise the Past. So brings back all of our bunnies. Did we get them with the Raise the Past plan? I think we did. We did. Opponents. Oh my goodness, we actually did this combo. Yes. Okay. Well, we're definitely not down yet. I mean, we didn't finish them off, but we definitely put them in a spot where they're going to have to think of an answer quick. But we came back. And also we regained life. So, yeah. I mean, that was hilarious, though. Okay. So, opponent, you got 4 cards in hand. I am empty-handed. Do you have an answer at all? They don't. Nice. We got them on that one. Not how I was expecting him, but I'll take it. Okay, so. All right, so with what we have, how do we get around all this? The Caretaker's talent hasn't been working as well as I thought it was. But, I mean, let's see. Or High Noon might be okay. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe we should put in that High Noon. Try that. Okay. So, this match right here, depending on how long it takes, might be the final one. Win or lose. This is mostly how it's going to go down, everybody. Because I look at the clock right now, and as always, as much as I enjoy streaming with all of you, again, since I do not make enough on streaming, or at least content for now, I do have to have my big boy job. So, and of course, I will have to get ready for that big boy job as soon as we're done streaming. But thank you, as always, everybody, for hanging in there and enjoying at least the stream today. Shoutouts to all of you, wherever you're watching the content, whether you're on Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, or the X. Even Kick, for maybe the 1 or 2 of you that are on there. Still appreciate that. And, of course, Instagram as well. I know those of you that are watching on Instagram, thanks again also for hanging in there, everybody. I appreciate all of you. Hinterland Sanctifier. Okay, so with this hand here, we can just go on curve here, Heir Apparent, Enduring Innocence, and we should be able to then just go off here. Preacher of the Schism. Heir Apparent coming in. Battlefield Forge. I guess we'll get a couple down to them. Get some life. We want that because in case our opponent blows us up with the end, well, at least we have some rabbits left to use. All right. Heir Apparent. We already had it. Come on. Wow. Opponent. Okay. Let them all get him out. The end really did cripple our whole game plan there. So, ouch. Ugh. We got 1 Hinterland Sanctifier kind of like as a little token there, but okay. They make their token. No blocks, down to 19. Okay, so how do we come back after losing like half of our deck? Is there a way out? Yeah, 18. We do have some extra creatures, so I guess maybe I should have moved out some of the other stuff just to make room for other creatures, but we didn't really do that because I totally was not paying attention to the end. Pick 1 for Grixis Rooms and 1 for Chandra's. So for Chandra's, I would say, oh geez, probably a small one, since the Chandra's themselves can kind of protect themselves. So I would think like, I don't know. I have to look at again at the list in a little bit, but we'll look at that a little bit later on. Okay, so we're gonna block with Enduring Innocence. We still have ways of still drawing cards, so this is not horrible for us. Okay, Elegant Parlor. Hinterland Sanctifier. For rooms, you're probably going to want something bigger. Most likely, I would say a Black Wrath might be better for you. And I think for that one, I would probably say either... I don't remember the names off the top of my head right now. I'll have to look it up a little bit later on. Maybe I might put it in the Discord if I have time. Maelstrom Pulse. Come on, opponents. Really? You actually had that? Absolutely terrible. Alright. Well, this might be another loss, everybody. We're trying. But it's not looking good. Okay, Elegant Parlor. Do we get any creatures left? An Impact Tremors that doesn't do anything for us. Okay, we'll have to just toss it. Wow. Not what I wanted to do at all. We have a get lost, so I can slow them down a little bit from the Preacher, but it's not going to be enough. Okay. Actually, instead, take out that Restless Cottage. Yeah, this one's probably going to... Our main game plan was completely exiled, and our opponent had the perfect answer for us. Down to 5. All right, one more turn. We get nothing. Most likely, we lose here. Another get lost that doesn't do it for us. The Fountain Port technically makes us 1 token. Down to 4. We draw 2 cards, but it's just not enough. All right, and that's it. Dang, we went out with a whimper today, everybody. That was just our worst ever. Okay. Well, they all can't be winners. Today was just not our day for streaming. But that's okay, everybody. Let's talk about the deck overall, and let's kind of discuss things, since we're running out of time. Alright. So, that was our Bunny Birdfur deck for you for the standard format. And you tell me in the comments below, what do you think? Would you play this deck in any way, shape, or form? I think I probably need to rebuild this. And I think the best way I might want to do it is... Impact Tremors is not bad, but I think our removal plan was very clunky. So if I have to reevaluate this personally and give myself a self-reflection, we probably don't care too much about stuff like Imodane's Recruiter. I will still, of course, keep a copy of this whole deck if you're interested, but if I was to clone this and then kind of reevaluate, maybe it might actually just been better as just, I don't know, like, I guess I would say even... just a mono white deck. You probably could just get away with that and you'd be perfectly fine. But if we wanted to keep at least this game plan in any way, shape, or form, here's what I would probably do. First off, maybe, I don't know, Lay Down Arms might be better. This is actually a much more stronger removal spell in the format. And it does give our opponent life, but we don't care about that because we can burn them out eventually later on. In terms of other stuff that we may want to look at. Let's see. Yeah, Orbrass Forge might be a better option for us. The reason why I didn't want to put in the Forge in the sideboard was mostly just because I would simply say it just feels too much like a deck we already played, so it kind of felt a little too samey. I tried to do my best to not do the same decks, or at least clone them over and over again, just to at least have a little bit of options for you. Requisition Rate didn't really do anything for us. We didn't have a matchup where we needed it. So maybe 2 Urbrass Forge might be a better option for us, just to give us a little bit more, much more power behind the deck itself. Adding in Get Lost was helpful for later on. I don't know if High Noon can really do anything, but we're going to keep that just in case. That's mostly what I would recommend there. In terms of the main deck, Duskgross Reliquaries going bye-bye. We probably don't need those. You probably could actually put in the main deck Get Lost instead, so because that's a very powerful card. So we'll put those in. So I will leave a copy of this upgraded version if you're interested. Maybe that might be the better option overall. Yeah, I know. I get it, but sometimes you do need it. Yeah, you're not wrong on that one. Sometimes I let my own jankiness get the better of me when it comes to making decks. And again, I do love making my fun jank decks with some fun gimmicks, but sometimes it ends up making our decks look absolutely terrible. So again, got to learn to get over myself on that. Any case, okay, so as far as anything else I would change for the deck, most of the other stuff here should be perfectly fine for you. The Get Lost and Lay Down Arms provides you with much better removal. In my opinion, I think that was probably what I probably should have gone with in the first place, but that's fine. Let's see. I don't want to cut down any more lands than I need to, but maybe, I don't know, just depending on how things go. Maybe 1 Elegant Parlor can get cut. You have everything pretty much set right here as is. And then as far as the sideboard here for other things you could do, I guess it really just depends on, again, where you want to take the deck. If you want to... Let's see. Yeah. I'm trying to think what else could we use that would be helpful for us for this. I guess Authority of the Consoles itself would be great against enemy players out there. That might be better for you. Jank be jank, but you have sometimes common sense to realize you use good cards as well. Yeah. Yeah, thanks for that pep talk. I appreciate that, though. But hey, I needed it. It's okay. Today was probably not a very good performance for the deck, but that's okay. Sometimes, again, you do get that. In terms of anything else I would probably change, it really kind of just depends on what you want to do. Like, Carrot Cake also can be something you could use as well. It does make tokens, so it does create for us rabbits, so it does help us with the game plan, and it does provide stabilization. Or if you want to. Cards like Crystal Barricade here technically can help you out too, because it does provide hexproof and it prevents all non-combat damage to be prevented to you. So your mileage varies really depending on what you want to do. So I'll kind of just leave this one here as is. And I'll let you guys kind of decide on your own what you may want to consider. So we'll just leave that as Bunny Burn version 2. But either way, if you like either version of the deck, I'll leave, of course, those in the details at the end of the stream. Now, as far as how we're going to finish this up, as always, for those of you that did stick around this far, and for those of you that managed to tolerate my absolutely horrible performance today of our deck, thanks again for hanging in there, because you are my true fiery friends. And as always, we will show you again a little sneak peek as to what's to come. So, next week, we're already working on basically Phyrexia. So this is an all-creature deck that is, again, focusing on our game plan of no rares, no mythics. So this is a budget starter deck. If you do like the content on that, check that out. Next week, we'll throw this up just before Ether Drift debuts. And this will be a really fun one. Again, it's very simple, so it's not going to be anything complicated, but it is an enjoyable deck that kind of has a cute little gimmick to it. We also are going to try to do later in the month, basically Deserts. This is actually a really awesome deck that I actually do like as well. It is land focused, similar to the other ones like basically Gates and Caves, but it is a pretty sweet deck, and it does something a little bit different than the other land focused builds that we've already done. In terms of what we will be streaming in the future streams are going to be focusing on Ether Drift, so we definitely have a list of decks that I would start building. So I'm going to try to get started on those once we get those cards out. As far as what we're going to be doing on the weekend, I'm going to try to do one more stream, but I'm going to make this one actually the player stream. So we're looking at most likely Saturday for that one, maybe Friday, depending on what my schedule looks like. Either way, I will have a stream prepped for that. So if you're looking to take me on, I will take on all challengers this weekend. So stick around for that one, everyone. Again, it's my appreciation for those of you out there that do want to face off against me. I'll be more than happy to do that for you again this weekend. Otherwise, that's pretty much it for you. I mean, as you can kind of see right here, I'm kind of playing around with some other ideas. We have 2 different food decks with different styles to them. We have a Merfolk deck that I kind of want to see if I can get off, but we'll see what we can do with that one later on. I have an Opus deck that I want to do in Timeless, but I'm going to wait for a couple of cards from Ether Drift to see if we need to do tweaks to it. But that's pretty much, that's it for today, everybody. Dense Planet, I hope my phone arrives till this weekend. I mean, either way, Dense Planet, even if you don't make it, there will be time for us, of course, to play at some point. But either way, we will definitely have a player stream that I will have players. If you want to take me on, join the Discord. I'll leave an announcement on Discord and, of course, on my other platforms, just to indicate that if anybody wants to take me on, this weekend is the weekend to do it. So otherwise, that's pretty much it for you, everybody. Thanks again one more time for hanging in there for me. Thanks again for watching me do a horrible performance today. But don't worry, next time I'm sure we will do a lot better, because we're going to have just fun playing against anybody out there. Even if there's no one else out there, don't worry. We'll have something at least to show up for next time. Otherwise, have a wonderful week, everybody. And hopefully, again, you're enjoying your week, whatever you're playing out there. Again, we'll hopefully have a chance to do some more fun. Sorry, I'm losing my voice at this point. But again, one more time, thanks to everybody out there. Shout out again to Dense Planet for holding it down the chat. For those of you that are watching on Instagram right here, I think I see their MTG Thul, MTG CDR 2500, born in 91, Sasha and the cards, and MTG Greek John. Thanks again for hanging out for me. Shout outs to you guys, those of you that are on Instagram. Shout outs to those of you that are watching from Kick or X or YouTube, wherever you're at. We will do this again very soon. But as always, just remember, no matter what you do play in the game of life, always be sure to burn bright. We'll see you this weekend, everybody, for games against each other. Later.